even after your retirement. That is SBI tribute. At the cost of repetition, 1 or 2 meetings also I told you. I went on the first case of SBI tribute to a 90-year-old pensioner who died. To his house when I went, his wife was in a mental trauma at that time, but she felt very happy on seeing us. And she told only one thing. After 30 years of retirement of my husband, if State Bank of India is entering into my house means I will be indebted to this bank even in my next birth. This was the wording she has told. A person who is connected to the State Bank of India indirectly, when she has that faith and confidence of State Bank of India, on State Bank of India, we, the pensioners and family pensioners, we are ever indebted to State Bank of India only. There is no doubt on that. Only thing is the deposit mobilization, CASA deposits, all these things. I will suggest only one more thing on that. All our deposits are with State Bank of India only, but not our children's. In many cases, majority of the cases, children are working in multinational companies or foreign banks or private banks. And please, mobilize deposits from your home. Automatically, SBI will prosper further. The most profitable organization we have, we are proud of that. And with this proudness, with a wonderful chairman behind the welfare of the pensioners and family pensioners of SBI, I think with the more committed, dedicated and sincere and seasoned office bearer like Comrade G.D. Nadaf at the helm of the affairs as General Secretary of Federation of SBI Pension Association, and with the total support of the entire membership of Federation of SBI Pensioners Association, that is not only you, the entire SBI pensioners and family pensioners all over the country, with their total support, I can say confidently that Federation of SBI Pensioners Association will rise to greater heights in the days to come, and we will be achieving all our demands fruitfully in favor of us positively. With this, I sincerely and profusely thank the organizers, particularly State Bank of India Pensioners Association, Amaravati Circle, President Comrade K.S. Ramachandra Rao, General Secretary T.S.V.S. Sharma Garu, and all the pensioners who are here and who made this meeting a grandeur. I sincerely convey my thanks to all of you, and I will be just failing in my duty if I am not thanking you all for the patient listening. Thank you.
కమ్యూనిటీ సర్వీస్ కింద గుంటూరు సర్వీస్ గ్రూప్ వాళ్ళు ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ ఒక మెడికల్ స్టూడెంట్కి ఇయర్లీ పెన్షన్
speak louder. Yeah, I'll speak louderly, but English. Huh? Okay. Speak English and whatever. Okay. My name is G.D. Nadaf. I am the General Secretary of the Federation of State Bank of India Pensioners Associations. This is all India level organization. This Amaravati is one of our affiliates, which is the youngest circle, and our pensioners organization today, they are celebrating their 5th annual general body meeting today here in Rajahmundry. In this connection, that inaugural session is going on, and the main issues which in our inaugural session we have covered, because this session is attended by the management also, like our Chief General Manager of the Amaravati Circle, and also the CDO and DGM And on behalf of the Federation, myself and my President, Mr. N. Radhakrishnan, and others are also joining here. This has been excellently arranged general body here at more than 1,200 people are attending it who have come from the nook and corner of this area. And main issues which we have discussed today are that to communicate to the management to directly or indirectly that the pensioners are not happy today because since last 30 years after the retirement, the pension revision has not taken place. As far as State Bank of India is considered, from the good old days, from 1806 onwards, the pension was there in the Imperial Bank of India, pension is there in the State Bank of India, but State Bank of India pension is also not revised from so many years. In the industry, for all other banks, pension was introduced in the 1995, of course, from the 1186 onwards. From that day onwards, the pension has been frozen. Pension revision has not taken place. Plus, the serving organization, once in 5 years, the salary and allowances are revised. Even though there is a provision in the pension regulation of the 1995 that Section 35 in bracket 1 says that the pension and the additional pension wherever required have to be updated as per the Appendix 1. But this case was filed by one Mr. M.C. Singla, who is no more at Punjab and Haryana. Unfortunately, lost it. In 2006, the appeal has been filed in the Supreme Court. Now the case has come up. The last 28, there was a case here in the Supreme Court, wherein we came to know that this our IBA, instead of supporting our demand, which is already there, which is a signatory to the Bank Employees Pension Regulation 1995, they are well aware that there is a provision of Section 35(1), which has come into effect from the day one, and also which was amended in 2003 to make it more clarity, saying that the pension and additional pension, wherever applicable, shall be, not will be. Earlier it was will be. Now they have used the word shall be updated according to the Appendix 1. But they have filed a wrong affidavit. IB has filed a wrong affidavit in the Supreme Court saying that there is no such provision. Unfortunately, that was not challenged by our serving organizations also. Now we are happy that some of the constituents of the UFB also are now representing to the IB and to the management saying that yes, there is a provision. Now the case will come up again on the 18th of this month before the Supreme Court. Through this, in the general body, we have taken an opportunity to request our chairman, who is Srinivasalu Shetty, who is from this area only. He has also sent his message for today's meeting, who is also appreciating that we have to continue our relation even after the retirement also. He is expecting so much of cooperation from us, of course, on our own also, because the State Bank of India being the best employer, that all the pensioners who are definitely supporting all the schemes or all the activities of the State Bank of India. Through this media, we requested our chairman, State Bank of India chairman, who is also chairman of the IBA, that voluntarily on 18th of this month, they should go and confession before the Supreme Court saying that wrongly an affidavit has been filed, saying that there is no provision in the updation. That will solve the issue of the updation at the industry level and also at the State Bank level. There are so many other issues are there which we are going to take up. Our structured meeting will be held at Gandhinagar on 24th of this month. Some small issues whichever are there, we are confident to take it to the logical end. On this occasion, I only request the media also to support us, because we the pensioners we don't have a muscle power, we don't have a money power, because after the retirement, we depend upon the media only. Through this, I would like to request the media also, please highlight in the social media that in the banking industry, pension has been frozen from last 30-35 years. There is no revision in the pension. The person who has retired about in the 2002 as a general manager, today he is drawing the pension which is less than the clerk who is retiring now today. That is because of the updation is not there. So I only request personally and on behalf of our federation that support from the media also, and thank our leadership of our Ramchandra Garu and the Sharma Garu who have arranged this today's meeting at the right time before our Supreme Court. The Supreme Court date is there on 18th. This is an occasion where I think the Amravati Circle's contribution and Amravati Circle, this conference will be definitely remembered by in the industry level also. Thank you very much.
Your name and designation.
My name is G.D. Nadaf. I am the General Secretary of the Federation of State Bank of India Pensioners Association, which is an all India body, where we have 16 affiliates. Sir, నా పేరు పిఎస్వి శర్మ. నేను జనరల్ సెక్రటరీ SBI పెన్షనర్స్ అమరావతి సర్కిల్ జనరల్ సెక్రటరీ. ఈ రోజు ఇక్కడ మా 5వ వార్షిక సమావేశం సందర్భంగా ఈ రోజున మాకు యాజమాన్యం నుంచి CGM గారు రావడం, అలాగే అన్నిటికన్నా ముఖ్యమైనది మా ఫెడరేషన్ సెక్రటరీ వారి టైం అవైలబిలిటీ అంత దొరకదు. అయినా కూడా ఈ సమావేశానికి వారు వచ్చి వారి యొక్క ఆలోచనలు, అంటే రాబోయే రోజుల్లో బ్యాంక్ పెన్షన్ అప్గ్రేడేషన్ ఏ విధంగా చేయాలి, IBI స్టాండ్ ఏంటి, మన స్టాండ్ ఏంటి, పక్కనున్న ఆర్గనైజేషన్లు ఏ రకంగా కోఆపరేట్ చేయాలని దాకా వారు మాట్లాడడం జరిగింది. అదే విషయాన్ని మీకు కూడా ఇప్పుడు కమ్యూనికేట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. మీ అందరికీ ప్రతినిధులు మేము కోరుకునేది ఏంటంటే, ఇప్పుడు నడాఫ్ గారు ఏదైతే మాట్లాడారో దాన్ని మీరు సర్క్యులేట్ చేయమని, అలాగే ఈ సమావేశాన్ని ఆర్గనైజ్ చేసిన మా రాజమండ్రి డిప్యూటీ జనరల్ సెక్రటరీ శ్రీ ఆది విష్ణుమూర్తి గారు, మరి మిగిలిన అందరూ కూడా ధన్యవాదాలు చెప్పుకుంటూ సెలవు.
అప్డేట్ చేస్తున్నారు, పెన్షన్స్ విషయంలో
అప్డేట్ కావట్లేదు. బ్యాంక్ ఇండస్ట్రీ ఏ బైపార్టెడ్ లో రిటైర్ అయిన వాళ్ళకి ఆ బైపార్టెడ్ బేసికే ఉంటుంది. ఉదాహరణ, నేను 9th బైపార్ట్ లో రిటైర్ అయ్యా. నా బేసిక్ 14,000, అంటే 15 ఏళ్ళు అయింది నేను రిటైర్ అయ్యి. నా బేసిక్ పే 14,000, అది మారలేదు.
యాజ్ పర్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్టాండర్డ్ ఎట్లా ఉండాలి?
ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్టాండర్డ్ కాబట్టి కంపేరిటివ్ గా RBI, NABARD వాటిలో అప్డేషన్ చేశారు. ఏ వేజ్ రివిజన్ లో గవర్నమెంట్ లో ఎలాగైతే వేజ్ రివిజన్స్ అప్పుడు ఎలాగైతే చేస్తారో, పెన్షన్ కూడా రివిజన్ జరగాలంటే బేసిక్ పే రివిజన్ జరగాలి.
14,000 ఉంది మీరు రిటైర్ అయినప్పుడు, వాస్తవానికి ఎంత ఉండాలి?
ఎవరికి? నా రిటైర్ అయిన వాడికి దాదాపు 70,000 కావాలి. నాకు ఈరోజు 50,000 వస్తుంది, 20,000 తక్కువ వస్తుంది.
There is as I have told that section 35(1) of the Bank Employees Pension Regulation, it is nothing but it is a replica of what regulations are applicable to Reserve Bank of India and also central government. That says that the updation has to take place periodically. Whereas in case of the Reserve Bank of India, updation has already taken place from the 1/3/2019 and also 1/11/2022. Recently it has come. Whereas in case of the central government, because of the pay commission, revision takes place once in a pay commission. Only in banking industry, this updation or revision of the pension has not taken place. That today, what our basic pay was fixed at the time of our retirement, same basic pay is there, and that is less than that. As I already told you, at the cost of reputation, a general manager who has retired in 2002, his pension today is much less than the clerk who is retiring today, because his pension, his salary and allowance has been revised, whereas my pension or our general manager pension is not revised. That is why we are demanding that as the pension updation has taken place in Reserve Bank of India, in NABARD also, in central government also, we have sufficient funds available in the banking industry, but there is no will to consider our request. Now we hope that in Supreme Court we will definitely get our demand, not a new demand, that implementation of already whatever the regulation is there, that regulation has to be implemented from the retrospective date. See, Supreme Court is there on 18th. Supreme Court case, we filed the Supreme Court.
How long time?
When you filed the case?
When the case was filed?
No, this case was filed well back in 2004 in Haryana and Punjab High Court, was filed by one Mr. MC Singla and others.
Nearly 20 years.
2004. And unfortunately, that IBA went and presented there that there is no provision of the updation. That is a wrong affidavit filed there. Therefore, they lost the case. In 2016, they filed the appeal in the Supreme Court. Now that has come up now. That on the last week, the case was there, wherein we have brought to the notice of the Honorable Supreme Court that there is a provision, but bank is not implementing it. Even though Reserve Bank, even in the RRBs, regional rural banks, there was no provision, but they implemented in regional rural banks also. There is no question of the money or the funds. This is a principle on which the pension has to be updated periodically. Then it was brought to the notice of our honorable judges. They have given a time to the management and also to us that you show us that how much pension the earlier in 2002 you were trying, how much pension today our people are trying, and what is the pension of what is the difference, why this difference is there, why this amendment has not taken place. And they also said that the pension has to be paid in the banking industry according to the pension regulations which we are demanding. We are only demanding that according to regulations, you pay the pension.
Why not implementing the rules and concerns?
They are not implementing, they are not given any, why they are not implementing it, they are not given any reason. They have filed a wrong affidavit before the Supreme Court saying that there is no provision in the act itself, there is no provision in the regulation itself. That is a wrong affidavit filed by the IBA in Haryana and Punjab High Court as well as in Supreme Court. Now they have been exposed that we have shown that there is a provision, not only in the banking industry, but also in the Reserve Bank of India, NABARD and all, they are all implementing it in the central government also. Only in the banking industry you are telling and misguiding the court, saying that there is no provision. We have supplied whatever the agreement has been taken place in 1995 tables. It is called as the Bank Employees Pension Regulation 1995, Section 35(1) clearly says the pension has to be updated. Pension and additional pension has to be updated whenever required. According to Appendix 1, they have given the formula also. Despite that clear instruction, the banking industry, IBA, is not implementing it. Therefore,
How many retirees are suffering this problem? How many?
around 10 lakh retirees in the banking industry are suffering and 3 lakh retirees in the State Bank of India. So this is applicable to State Bank of India as well as other banks.
Very major problem.
Major problem. And there is a sufficient funds is available in the banking industry. But there is no will to pay.
Okay, sir. The meeting is in progress. Thank you.
Thank you.